All right, my babies. This video is more of a hanging out between me and you guys. I think it's more discussing with myself and discussing with you, or just explaining, maybe. I don't know. So a couple of comments every once in a while come up with like, dude, man, you're all over the place. And I think this would be a good way to engage with, I don't know, maybe just like do a video that's random. But there is a note. And the note is how the vibe sways the videos at different topics. There's a word at the beginning. R E I don't know. Through within the videos, through the videos, I have no idea. But vibe, maybe I can discuss the vibe. Uh, so there's some videos with me are like a bit intense, and other videos are a bit like normal. At the beginning, when I started like this was at the beginning, man, shit, 300 videos ago. Hi. So 300 videos ago, when I started doing this, effectively what I was doing was what I wanted when I wanted to be able to translate my days into a more self-reflective approach. And I figured I wanted documentation for whatever is happening with me so I could actually build some form of rapport. In the modern world, for anyone who wants to do anything, they really have to have some presence online. And again, uh, that presence really does not have to be followed or anything like that. But the show of dedication is the production, I guess, and that's the best word to explain it. Is like, can you produce? Like, can you systematically every 2 days like post something on Twitter? Can you post something on YouTube? Can you post something on LinkedIn? That's basically a sign of commitment or something like this. There's valor in those kinds of approaches and attempts. Granted, when I started these videos, I was actually starting a different endeavor, and while still researching my actual website, which I built 3 times already, and this is going to be the fourth, while researching the different website, I kind of started moving. This started taking more of my interest because I started thinking of more things, but also in a therapeutic way, I started absorbing my past differently, processing it through the days, writing about it differently, and basically more videos came up. So amazing, beautiful, and yay. But in my videos, almost my consistency is the video itself. Everything else kind of like feels random. And it's very vibey because like when a note is not written normally, I wait for like a week or 2 weeks before I like read it. I reread it or make a video about it. And the goal behind that is to allow whatever happens in the 2 weeks after to kind of like shift my perspective. And that way, when I'm looking back at the note, what happens is I have to go through that week to reach the time where I wrote the note. And for me to start thinking, oh, I wrote this here and maybe I was feeling this way. And that gives me an objective approach towards whatever it is I want to say. Some videos, very few videos, I would literally just like write the note on the same day within the same vibe of the day because like the whole day kind of captures a certain vibe when it comes to like feelings, right? And I'd literally approach it and I'd throw it in and I'd go at it hardcore. Because some of them are more of epiphanies, kind of like an oof, this is what I was thinking and this is intense and I feel like I have to let it out because if I don't, I might forget it and come back after 3 months. While other things are more, that'll be interesting to think about. And I allow my mind to process the fact that I actually documented this thought. And when I come back to it, it gives me more of an objective approach to it's the balance between being objective and subjective. So as I actually remember, there's the couple of weeks that are like in between myself actually having this video and the note when it was taking. But every single thing I write down is influenced through 38 years of life. And in this 38 years of life, I lived 14 years in a fucking village. I lived, I think, 12 years after that till I was 26 in a city, the main city of Lebanon. And then after that, I lived for 10 years. Actually, within those 12 years, I traveled to Dubai and the Gulf. But overall, they're like a year and a half of that. But like, and then after that, I spent 9 years and 10 months in Africa, and the past 2 years I've been here. So like, it's been kind of one of those exciting, different sides of the spectrum, kind of like adventure, which is funny when you think about it, because I was like born in the village, which is technically peaceful, and then the frustrations of life kind of drove me to like the city. And in the city, I got even more frustrated because you have everything that's sparkly and fancy, but that's not really what you're doing. You're still kind of developing towards it. And then after that, I traveled because like I looked at my country in a very negative way. And then after that, I actually came back, and I came back with the whole like Gilgamesh theme, which I might actually talk about, me and the hero's journey. So basically, uh, so every video, and normally what happens is like, because when I start like creating videos, I don't do one or two a day, even though I post two a day. I do like maybe three, four, five. Sometimes I do like three videos every day for like 3 days, and there are times where I just didn't do a video for like a whole week. And just me finding my pace and kind of like finding consistency in it and trying to like create the pattern that makes sense to why I'm doing this and how I would want this to come out. And as I process every video individually, memories come out and feelings come out and thoughts of my past and kind of like realizations of why I think a certain kind of way. And as of recent, the past like 30, 40 videos have been like true me considering things for the first time kind of videos, which is amazing. And that was my goal. But still, considering things for the first time is really something that's like, it's not a stable base. It's established on top of something that's already been there, right? But like, if we're leaping into a new space, you kind of have to like figure out where your footing would be, or at the very least where your sense of direction could go, because you can't remove the option of choosing yourself. You can't like look at yourself and go like, no, okay, this is what I want to do, but you just arrived. You have to probably like consider things, and you have to probably just allow things to simmer sometimes, because something that feels so good right now in a couple of weeks maybe won't. And oh, that was beautiful. My back is straight now. But so like most of the times when I'm actually playing with the videos, and again I say playing with the videos because I sit here and I go like, huh, okay, let's start with this note and shoot, almost zero preparation. The idea behind it is for me to be as honest as possible with myself, and every video would kind of bring out a certain kind of like certain feelings, and the other video afterwards is naturally going to piggyback on those feelings and those maybe emotions even, or just like frustrations, whatever they are. And sometimes they're straight up like, these videos are because of certain emotions, and so I go through them at once and I get them out and I discuss them out loud. While other videos are basically just maybe random, maybe sporadic, maybe different conversations, but depending on the emotion that I'm feeling or they trigger, they kind of flow, and those bring different ideas, and that allow my mind to kind of connect different things. And that's the beauty, I think, of communication or expression. That's the beauty of expression, and being able to kind of like see things differently in your own reality through the expression that you're trying to make. And again, like, just the guitarist plays guitar, he has himself first as like a customer or as a شو اسمه. He is basically performing for himself first before he performs to people. So even though in his head it makes sense, he has to listen to what he's playing, and then other people have to kind of like listen to it as well. And so expression starts always from within, and starts always from like whatever that's inside has to come out for you to decide if that's truly how you wanted things to be expressed, or if you could have had them differently, or if you could have expressed it differently, or if they made more sense if they were expressed differently, or something heavier, something stronger, something funkier, a whole lot of things. What's on you, baby? She was playing in the dirt. So, so how the vibe sways my videos. In all honesty, man, it just depends on what comes up. And most of the time, I share my stories as they come up because those are the things that kind of trigger my flows. And I feel like it has regulated a lot ever since we actually started doing this. Like we're 300 videos in. Actually, this is video 310. So we're 310 videos in, effectively stating that we are a lot closer to 1,000 than we were 300 videos ago. It's the best way to say that. And I really hope the vibe keeps changing and more things pop up and I get to express differently more and eventually become more creative. Thank you guys, whoever is watching. Maybe I should start these conversations from the beginning. Well, at least like anytime I'm thankful, I don't think people reach all the way to 11. But yeah, maybe I should make a poll if I should like do my videos slower or something. I don't know. Cool beans. Maybe shorter videos in the future. But hey, it's a video.